Page of Wands and how to perceive it in a completely new way, because normally when we start learning tarot, we start remembering those keywords for the upright position, right, for the reverse position, and then it feels like too overwhelming. But there is another way of how we can start really opening us up to the new dimension within us, the dimension of intuition, with the power of tarot cards, but without memorization of all these cards, but really truly connecting to our heart center, connecting to our willpower center, and stop memorizing, just really doing it through the power of symbols. Each and every card has tremendously huge amount of symbols, and by knowing how to work with them, we logically come to understanding of those keywords, and we don't really work with memory, we start shaping that memory. All right, we really rewire ourselves. That's the power of the tarot cards. They are not just used for fortune telling. You can use them for investigating your intuition and starting that reshaping process of your inner psyche. Okay, so let's get started. My name is Yulia. I've been in tarot world for more than 10 years. I've been traveling with these cards for a while, and I have a really huge hands-on global experience of working with a ton of my clients. Now, today, I just decided to devote myself to really giving that gift of how you can connect on a different level with each and every card, and how you can master this beautiful deck, the Rider-Waite deck, classical tarot deck, in a new perspective without memorizing things. So I give it all for free here. You can subscribe to my channel if you want to get those videos live every day. I answer absolutely every question of yours here, so type your questions here. I will answer them in the end of these videos. So I will walk myself through those questions of yours here, so don't worry about this. Right now, I'm just fully focused, beautiful souls, into the description of this card for all of you, and then in the end, just type everything. I will be there with you directly. So let's get started. So Page of Wands, let's start that investigation. So normally we start again from memorizing the keywords, and then we get locked into our mind. And guess what's happening? We are removing ourselves from the true goal of the tarot cards. The tarot cards, it's not just another kind of like thing to remember or a skill to acquire. The tarot cards, it's just a tool which can be used to attain access to your deep core inner self, to reconnect with your higher self through the power of symbols. Okay, so that ancient symbolism which is depicted into each and every card, if you start really looking deeply into it, and that's what I'm true advocate for everything which is deep, insightful, and scientific. Our universe is extremely scientific, mathematical, and there are no occurrences here happening if we start seeing all these connections. Okay, so that's very, very important to understand, and we get reconnected to our inner self, to that center, to that higher self, whatever you call it. We get connected not through the mind. Okay, we get connected through the center, through our heart center and our will center. The only spiritual element which is left within ours, like very, very clean, it's not the mind. In the mind, we were like sponges through our old childhood, right? And we keep collecting information here from all the society constraints here, everything. But what's truly clean and pure within ours, which is left untouched, it's our willpower center. And it's our heart center, which is in between. our heart was broken so many times here. So we want to just recall like that learning, that fresh learning perspective in ours through that wheel. And this card is amazing card actually to start that reconnectedness to your willpower center, to start augmenting that fire from within, okay? To connect to kind of like that untouched area within you. Do you see how he is holding that wand? He's onto something what is bigger than him. He's holding over that wand and he's standing firmly in the desert. In the desert of materialism here, he's holding over the wand of his higher self, truly holding over it. And it is just giving him surety. Hey, there is something beyond this matrix. There is something here what I can stand upon firmly. Okay? And when we start understanding this card in this new dimension, we start opening that new dimension for us, we open ourselves up for the new adventure for us in our life. We stop really replicating that cycle of the life which our parents were living, which the previous generations were living, the cycle which our countries are living, like our friends are living, like wherever we get stuck to. We open ourselves up petal by petal by something new to come to our life. We become like that fresh perspective in the desert around us. Do you see? So this is like really a powerful card for the excitement to step into your life, because that excitement is coming to you through the power of spirit, through connectedness to that spirit, through your willpower center. And in the Bible, actually, there were two powerful phrases, which is I am and I will. I am and I will. These are two powerful phrases. And these I will, it's stemming from these will spiritual center, which is the solar plexus. And before solar plexus, we must acquire the mastery, prepare ourselves for that solar plexus mastery. We must acquire all the beauty and mastery over our sacral chakra. Sacral chakra, Svadhisthana chakra, how they call it in India. So this is a really powerful chakra, especially for women, because all our femininity is in there. And this card is really all about mastery of that chakra. And by the way, if we talk about augmenting the beautiful qualities of this card, and this is that freshness, continuous creation, right? Fertility, travel, you get those fresh ideas through travel. You are inspired, that inspiration. Do you see how he's holding over it? And he's fresh. He's like that fresh fountain within this desert. That's what he is. And he has that freshness. The card has that hope for us, because most part of the card is not desert. Most part of the card is that blue sky. Blue sky. That's how we take this heaven to earth in here, through the temple of our bodies. We start doing that body work. And once a woman is truly reconnected with her sacral chakra and owns it, oh, she becomes truly powerful. So girls, in case if you are watching me right now, this can be a powerful card for you, especially just to start that mastery. Now, for men as well, for men and women, does not matter of which sex you are here. What matters is that this card reconnects you with your spirit. And that spirit creates that creativity flow within you. And creativity flow, it actually is a magnet for all the abundance flow. Abundance flow and creativity flow, they don't go one without another. They go together. They go together as a flow. If you don't create any kind of doubts, concerns there, they go together. And that's exactly what I am teaching in my courses as well on my website. So you can just check it out there. Just the main lores behind the creativity flow, behind these manifestation flow, how to do it actually correctly. Because there are three main pillars in the manifestation. It's the manifestation head, right? What we create, our craft here, but then it's based upon our creativity flow. We master our sacral chakra, and guess what else? We master that chakra, and then we do that mastery for our rootedness. We master that root chakra, and we master our solar plexus chakra. The powerful mudra for the solar plexus chakra is this one. So you see how in between, so you can put it in here. And for the svadhisthana, for sacral chakra is this. So just take your hands, put it like this, and this is a powerful mudra to really start healing your creativity flow and your sacral chakra, your femininity. You can augment the power of this card also by working it out together with the stones, with the crystals. So the powerful crystal here for that is the carnelian. So there is also the sunstone, which is amazing for that because it spreads that joy and positivity. It lifts us up to that sun energy, actually, to clarity. In my case, I had only carnelian, in fact, and I really love that stone. In ancient Egypt, they connected that crystal actually to femininity, a lot of femininity. So when I started that femininity flow within me and that healing, because in the beginning of my life, I had completely disrupted relationships with men, and now I'm happily married for more than 10 years. So I had to heal myself. I had to really reestablish that connectedness with my sacral chakra. And this card tremendously helped me in that healing. So pairing that card with any kind of orange crystal, it can be even I would say like sunstone. It can be carnelian. It can be fire opal. So such types of crystals could really do the magic in here from that perspective, like a miracle. So just know about that. Now you also want to observe the cards not only from classical perspective, but take the other masters. I also created the deck, which is replicating the Rider-Waite deck, and there you can observe the more, and this is the representation of that deck which I made. So as you can see, it's fully based on Rider-Waite, but you see like some new representations, something what I as a designer, I just put there inside how I see that card. You can have other tarot decks based on Rider-Waite traditions, right? And you can really start seeing what each designer, what each creator added to those court cards, because this is the representation, this is the card of the Minor Arcana court cards. And what did they add there? Because you can barely change anything here, but what did they add there? So what I add is that fiery pathway. The fiery pathway. So here we can see the desert. So my representation was, hey, you are walking here again through the desert, but I felt it like that fiery pathway. I had so much fire behind me, you know, and I decided with me it will stop. I cannot continue stepping on the same stones here and burning my foot, just like my feet to ashes all the time. I need to stop it. And I need to reconnect with something new, beautiful, and truthful, something bigger and higher than me. I need to stop being wired, I said to myself more than 10 years ago, and be jumping into the same man who completely disrespected me, who never just like treated me well. And then it's just like, I need to change something around it. And then I made even the tattoo here, which is like love yourself. I don't know if you see it, but it is like love yourself. I had to stop it even with my skin. That's how it was really, really painful experiences, you know. And I was working with that card. The card was really powerful for me there. And that the representation of that you know, that fire, the fire of all the previous stories, the fire of all the previous relationships which I went through. I couldn't go, I couldn't come back. I couldn't just burn my feet again there. That's why I have this representation of it here. For everyone like of you, it can be something new in any master whom you will be exploring with their representation of tarot cards. But I really inspire you to just include here and there some decks of other masters to look at it and pick your favorite ones with which you are resonating. Okay, very, very important to resonate with the deck. I took so many decks, honestly, in the beginning, and then I ended up just being with my, just like some small amount, which I really, really come back to here and there, and I have to resonate with this stuff. All right, so what else can we see in here? We can see the moon. The moon aspect, it's just like his head is in that moon, and I tried to depict that intuition which is so, when we connect to it, we get connected to something higher than ours. So that's what I wanted to show there. And again, that freshness, those ideas, that change, that travel, you know, do you see how I came to all these keywords through the representation of these cards, right? It's just like the fountain of freshness here. He's standing here like that fountain of freshness. So once we do that reverse position, let's observe it. What do you see in here? I immediately feel like there is some downward trend in here. And when I see that downward trend, it shows me always like some distractions on my pathway and some problems in communication always, when just like, it just feels bad. It feels like even sore here, not good. So I just fire down everything with my words, and then I get stuck. I put down everything. I just fire freaking down everything. I don't own my fire. So that's how I feel here at this moment. And guess what? We come to those keywords through just observation, through connecting to that symbolism of this card. And you can come back to your tarot workbooks, whichever you are using. And you can come back to the keywords. And we here see, hey, exactly like lacking ideas, we have distractions, we have delays in communication, right? We have all these keywords in there. And again, we started coming to them not through remembering them, but through observing the symbolism of the card and enlivening those keywords through that observation, connecting to our intuition with the symbols, and then the keywords become a logical continuation of our fixed observation of the card. Okay, you can use, by the way, this card in a different way than what is proposed to you in your yes/no answers in Google. When they say, hey, it's upright position, it's yes for your question. When it's downward position, when it's reversed, it's no. No. Nothing is so concrete, in fact. You can go deeper. And just like you will say, Yulia, it can be deep, it can be much deeper. Yeah, because like there are more than 100 symbols in these cards, true stories. So every card which I created, and here when you start opening up yourself to the calculation of symbols here, you will be mesmerized how much it's in there. It's not just a regular image, okay? So when you start opening yourself up to how much, how huge, how eclectic those images are, you will literally start connecting to something higher than you, just like you get that feel, that touch of your intuition through that wand. Your intuition becomes that wand, in fact. So you kind of like use the cards. In fact, I would say it is the cards which is that wand, and your intuition is in here. You kind of like pull yourself there through the power of those cards if you know how to work with them correctly. There were multiple times when I said to my clients, you know, I don't do those fortune telling things with the cards. It's one way to work with them, but that's a very, how to say, you think you predefine your future, but I prefer to think I'm the creator. I'm the creator of my future, and I'm not predefined by anything here. And if there is some so-called definition based on celestial bodies, and that's a true story, there is lots of wisdom in astrology. I actually was starting astrology in a very deep way, and I love astrology. However, if you start transcending your energies and reconnecting, rebalancing, or connecting to your intuition and rebalancing your chakras, you're not really defined by the movements of astrological bodies. You become that planet. You become that creator. That's how powerful you can be. That's so-called like that state of transcendence within you when you get to that state of utter clarity, that state of the sun. And then we approach that card judgment, the card of enlightenment, right? And then we reunite with the world. So this is how powerful and deep it can be. Now, I would truly reconnect working with this card in conjunction with the Page of Swords and the Emperor. And you will ask me why. Now, this card, the Page of Wands, is actually a powerful card for every moment in your life when you want to create something. It's really powerful for creators, any kind of creators, designers, musicians, artists, whatever, okay? Dancers. So very powerful card for these guys. Now, you want just whenever you start new endeavor, if you want to become self-employed in that direction, for example, and do more impact into this life, what you can do, you can reunite it with the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords, in one of my readings, live readings before, you can go to my playlist, by the way, Master Tarot Card Meanings. You can subscribe to my channel also, because I do those live readings daily about the cards, so that you would not miss them. But there I described that this Page of Swords is actually quite entrepreneurial spirit card. So we reunite entrepreneurial spirit, that courage to start your endeavor, with the designer spirit, right? That creator spirit here. They both have that creator spirit, but this is more oriented onto that entrepreneurial, like starting your endeavor, starting your endeavor, you know, starting your company, starting your business, right? So something that way. This is a powerful, really card for those people who are just thinking to start something here. And then you reunite with this one, but just these two cards, they may be uprooted on some level, these two pages. We want to bring that rootedness, that connection to our root chakra, and one of the most powerful cards for that, which has strong archetypal energy there, is the Emperor. Okay, so we really master our root chakra through the Emperor. It brings so much structure, so much stability, so much damn safety here. It's just like such an amazing card for that. So when you triple these two cards and you put this in the center, it's the stability. Oh my God, this is like this triple push in one direction. And when you start working with these cards in that way, that you truly connect to your passion, and you open yourself up to your root chakra and passion, and then root chakra, passion is wired in our sacral chakra, right? And sacral chakra is mastered through this card. And then we have root chakra in here. And then we have that communication center also mastered, the throat chakra, specifically through this Page of Swords. And again, I've been speaking about it in details in another video in the Master Tarot Card Meanings playlist in my channel. Okay, so what else can you do to truly reconnect with these cards on a new level? You can ask yourself different questions. So, for example, in my tarot workbook, I also like created it. There is the description of it, everything like keywords. I asked questions walking you through this card. Okay, so which kind of symbol Which kind of symbol did you pay attention to when you were observing that card? Which kind of first symbol? Was it the wand? Or was it maybe his hat? Which kind of color did you pay attention to? Okay, so whichever the deck you are working with right now, the classical, maybe some small deviation from it, from another master, does not matter, but you can start asking yourself questions. Now, the powerful mudra to wire yourself into the mastery of this card is this. So you take your hands, you do like this, very simple, okay? And you put it into your Swadhisthana chakra here, and you hold it in there, okay? And that's a very, very, very powerful thing. And you can say, I am creative. I am creative. You can say, I will be creative, or I am willing to be creative. You use the power of these two sacred words. So I am and I will, right? So we read it from the Bible, in fact. So we use the power of it. We use also the power of the mudra. We put it in a proper place on our body. We do that small body work in here together with you. So it's very safe. And we just like start looking at this card, pairing it with other symbols, right? And just observing it and sensing what is happening. And then what we can do, we can journal a bit about it through different questions. For example, how can you nurture and develop your creative ideas and talents to bring them to fruition? One of the questions. Or another question, what new ideas or inspirations are emerging with you while you're watching that card? So which type of symbols you are paying attention to, what that symbol can actually represent. There is power in that when you start working with the symbolism of the tarot cards on a new level, okay? Okay, so I hope that this all served you well, and now you can truly start seeing much deeper through the lens of this card, and you can see now that it's not just the card which can be used with the memorizing specific keywords or yes or no answers. You can use it to really reshape yourself. This card is tremendously powerful for all the fiery signs, by the way. So in the zodiac, so pay attention to it when you just go through, especially Mars retrograde. Mars retrograde and fiery signs, it's a really strong combustion, you know. So I know it because I'm Aries myself. So I just wanted to pay attention to that. All right, so let me look at your questions here. I promise to answer them. So let's have a bit of patience. I will be replaying all these. You will have the recording of this video, no worries. We are right now live with you, but I see that we pinch and run. You are asking, I hope I pronounced you well. So there will be the recording of it. You will see it. All right. Now, I am not seeing guys' questions here, honestly. I see only comments, and some of them are beautiful, touching my heart, some when you express yourself. This is also beautiful. So I wish you well. In case if you will have more questions, you can always contact me. I go live here, by the way, really every freaking day. Like every day I'm here for you here, describing new card from the new angle, from the new perspective. So I'm here for you. Ask me questions, and each and every video, in the end, I will be just opening up that Q&A. Now, again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel in case if you loved the video and if you don't want to miss those lives. Thank you so much, and wishing you a blessed evening.